Hi everyone, welcome, and for anyone new, I'm Nancy from StampinShout.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here to share with you my cards and crafts. So we're going to make this cute little box, and let's see, this is 9 1/4 by 7 1/2, and that's based on my treat, which I'm going to show you later. You know, you have to measure the size of your treat and figure out your dimensions. And let me bring in my scoreboard. So I got my 9 1/4 inch piece at the top, and I am going to score it at 1 1/4, 4, 5 1/4, and 8. That's with the 9 1/4 up at the top. And then with the 7 1/2 up at the top, I'm going to score it at 1 1/4 and 6 1/4. Then I'm going to bring in my bone folder and give all these score lines a good crease or burnish, as the stamping people like to say. I'm just folding on all those score lines and using my bone folder to give it a nice little crease. Let's see, did I get them all? Yes, I did. Okie doke. I'm going to bring in my snips now, and you can see that. I'm going to cut up on these score lines just to the first score line, and I'm going to create some tabs. So we got that one. That one. Okay, so I've got these 4 tabs here. So on the little tabs, these little guys, the little tabs, I'm going to angle them. That's going to make it, the box close up a little better, fit a little better, not be so bulky. So the little tabs, I'm going to go ahead and angle. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm just going to cut up on the score line to the first score line. Okay, so on all those little tabs, I'm going to go ahead and angle. So that's the base of our box, and then I have a few other pieces that we're going to use in a few minutes. We'll talk about those for the top of our box. So I'm going to bring in my double-sided tape, and I'm going to put some double-sided tape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over, and on all the little tabs I'm going to put double-sided tape. I'm just using a little straight edge that I have. You could use a ruler or whatever to help me cut that instead of tearing it. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to make the bottom of the box, and I'm just going to take off these 4 right here. Make sure that that tape's really stuck to the cardstock before you want to pull it off. Sometimes it comes off so easy, and sometimes it gives you trouble. Boy, today was gorgeous. It was so sunny. Even though it was cold, it was beautiful. Windy, but sunny. Okay, so now I'm going to take and attach these tabs to that bigger tab like that. So I'm just going to kind of turn it and match up the edges. Just putting that little tab onto that bigger tab and matching up the corners. Okay, that's the bottom of our box. Then I'm going to bring in a little hole punch, and I'm going to find the middle of this little area here, and I'm just going to punch a half hole. And let me see here. So that's 5 inches from here to here, so half of that's 2.5. Just give it a little mark, bring in my hole punch. I'm going to punch a half circle right there. Now I'm going to make the top of the box. Just take off that tear and tape. And I'm going to attach that tab to the bigger tab on the inside there. So we're just going to flip it in and match the corners like that. Like that. Beautiful, right? Fun, right? Okay, so now I'm going to bring in some pieces that I'm going to layer here on top to decorate it. So on this one I have magenta, white, and the Designer Series paper. This one I have Mango Melody, white, and the Designer Series paper. And this one is 2 3/8 by 4 5/8, and the white is 4.5 by 2 1/4, and the Designer Series paper is 2 by 4 1/4. Is that right? Yep. Okay, so let's just bring in some snail and, oh, don't be stubborn. Boy, I don't like that. Okay, we'll bring in some glue, and I know that part of my glue is not working. It's the small piece and the fat piece. Well, the fat piece is working, the fat end, but that little one isn't working, so I've just been using the fat end. So I'm just going to layer these 3 together. Oh, I guess it was good I used glue. Guess I have to play with that snail some more. It's a brand new one. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and tie a ribbon on this. I could tie it, if you want, you could tie a ribbon around this whole box once you're all done, like this, tie a ribbon around it. But this box is so nice and it stays closed so well, I don't really need to do that. So whenever I can, I like to kind of not wrap my ribbon around it, just because it makes it easier for the recipient to open up. Hurry up and open that. Hurry up, what's inside? So I'm just going to tie a bow just around the little top piece that we're doing here. So I'm going to flip this over and put some glue on here, and I'm going to attach this to the top of my box. Then I'm going to bring in my heart punches. Woo! Noisy. My heart punches. And I'm going to, here's my pink. I'm going to punch a white straight edge. So I'm going to punch a scalloped heart. Nick, that little piece, would you think you could get your scalloped heart punched out of that? Well, you can. Just instead of going like that, just turn your heart sideways. Give it a punch. Okay, so we got that, we got that. We're going to bring our little guy in that we did earlier. I'm going to bring in my hello stamp. I'm going to stamp that in the memento. So I'm going to put that heart down there. My little guy goes right there. That's just a little dry fit there. I'm going to stamp up hello. Stamp that right there. Kind of angled it. And then I'm going to bring in those mini dimensionals again. Well, first I think I'll attach these two together. So let's bring in that glue. We are almost done. Wait till you see what I'm putting inside this box. Okay, so we're going to put dimensionals on the back of our snail. Pop him up. Put one more here. Guy right there. Then I think I'll bring in the regular dimensions. We're going to pop the heart up. Here's the front of our box. Put that right there. So what are we going to put in here? What do you think? I found these little Debbie spin wheels. So how does that relate? That little swirly thing there, that reminded me of the snail, the little spin wheels. So I thought, oh, what a cute thing. It's pecan spin wheels. So we're going to put that right inside our little box. Fits perfect. Closes up nice and tight, and there you go. So, cute little cards. Don't forget to stamp your envelope. You snailed it. So, what'd you think of tonight's projects? Did you like them? Oh, I thought they were fun. Anyway, I do hope you liked them. Go ahead and share my videos. Leave comments, ask questions. Visit my blog tomorrow. I'll have more of the details of tonight's projects there in case you missed something, but you can always go back and rewatch this video. And that's it. Don't be shy. Stamp and shout. Thanks for being here, you guys.